everybody, it's Tanny the Canadian Stamper, Stampin' Up demonstrator in Colwood, British Columbia. I'm here for my weekly Facebook Live. I've got a couple of projects to showcase for you to give you a little bit of inspiration with some products from Stampin' Up. And we're gonna use Majestic Mountain Air today. And I'm super excited because I love all things nature and all things woodsy and trees and skylines, and I love seeing the sunrise or the sunset and the beautiful colors that come around with that. Morning, Kate. So I am casing this from Martin, I think he calls himself Martin's Mayhem. He's a UK demonstrator. I really like a lot of his projects. So I will flip the camera around and we'll get ourselves organized. I've got a agenda and all the things, and so let's do it. Morning, Erica. We're jumping right in. I have a goal to try and keep my Facebook Lives a little more succinct so we can get right to the goodies right away. So let's start. Here's our agenda. Let's start with the project. So I was talking with my friend Candy, who loves to use our Stampin' Up products, and we were talking about different things in the catalog and what kind of could go with what. And disappointingly, the bunny punch is already sold out, but she was wondering what kind of papers would go with the bunny punch. And then we got talking about designer series paper. So this is called Ready to Ride, DSP. I didn't get the stamp set, but I like to get the DSP and then I like to kind of build it from there. So this is what we have going on. So I've used this Charming Sentiments stamp and die. And then these are all pieces from the designer series paper, which are super fun. And I've pulled in colors that I kind of thought would pop with that. So that's the motorcycle. I've fussy cut the motorcycle, and I've used the brick background, and I've just torn this. Yeah, so let me know what you think. I told her I was struggling with this paper, and anytime I say that out loud, Erica, I always get a challenge. So I thought, well, I will just do it on my own. This is a piece of the designer series paper that comes with in one of the sheets, and then this is the Charming Sentiment stamp set as well. So I've stamped the sentiment on the DSP and then just used, it would be Woo Hoot all in one, and then I chopped it in half to add, and then I added some ribbon. So I challenged myself. What do you think? They're okay. Sometimes it's a bit tricky. Hi everybody. I'm just going to bring up comments. Okay, next on the list is the Birthday Blitz projects. So here's the thing. Me, I have, so school is a lot. And what happens with school is that I get all the things, like Stampin' Up things, I get all the things that I like and love, and then I'm not having an opportunity to use them, which makes me sad. So what I've decided for this Birthday Blitz class, so you get 10 projects. The link is in the description. I've just posted it. I'm gonna pin it when Facebook lets me. Here it is, it's letting me. And you get 10 projects, so 2 each of 5 designs. I'm gonna show you 3 and a bit here today, but this is gonna be an Avid class. This is not an Avid project. So we're featuring this Charming Sentiments bundle. So that's some paper from the annual catalog and some dies. And so the method to my madness here is that I'm gonna use all of my super fun stuff that I haven't cracked open yet, and we're gonna just go nuts with our projects. So this is some free designer series paper from Celebration. Charming Sentiments again. This is a little shaker card. Can you hear it? This is cased from the catalog. So we've got some goodies in there. And I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you a couple things. This is gonna be a fun class because, where's my stamp set? I'm gonna show you, here's the bundle, Charming Sentiments. I'm gonna show you a couple of fun ways to use this. So if you have this, or if you're ordering it with the class, don't take it off of this acetate sheet. Stampin' Up! Changed their packaging where you can take them off of there and add them to here, so you know if one's missing, but don't do that yet until I show you the trick. And well, it's not a trick, it's just a fun thing to do. And then I'm gonna also show you some tricks on how to get the most out of this stamp set and the matching dies, which are here, to save time. And we're gonna create like a whole bunch of sentiments that are ready to rock and roll, and you can just pop them on your cards. And we're focusing on birthdays, so we're gonna use all the little bits and bobs here, and we're gonna make some fun stuff. So it's not just a class for making the projects, although that's super fun. This is going to be a useful tool for you in your craft room as it relates to sentiments. So I'll hold it there for a second so you can see the sentiments. So it's it's an avid card class, shaker cards. So we're gonna have shaker card, and then this is not finished. I tried to finish it this morning, but it didn't happen. So I'm just owning it. And this just gives you an idea. This glitter paper is amazing. Yeah, anyway, so that's the fun fold. And then there's one more that will be there as well. So the link for this class is in the comments if you want to check it out and see what the registration options are. So that's this one here. It's February 25th. So you could do virtual or in person. I have virtual as many people can go, but in person, I've got maybe 2 spots left for in person. Okay, you ready? We're getting into the mix. Let me see your okay, I can put this away. Let's do it. Hi, Nancy. Yes, I know you're coming to the class, and you don't have to have this for the class. Certainly there is an option to sign up for the class and just get the kits, which is totally fine, because the beauty of the dies is that I will cut the dies for you. Like I'll cut not these dies, I'm talking about these pieces, because I can't stamp for you, as you know, but all of these little bits and pieces. So as it relates to, like, let's say this one, for example, these pieces will be cut for you if you don't have it, and then you would substitute something else to go across the front there. And then this piece would be embossed for you, and then I can show you how to sort of make that piece in the back with a different stamp set that you have. So it's not mandatory, but if you buy the bundle from me, then you get the class for free, basically. I mean, the mega class, if you've ever been to a mega class, they are outrageously excellent value. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna show you how to make a whole bunch of sentiments all in one. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. Okay. I've done all the research for you. I've done all the testing, so you don't have to waste your paper or your time. I'm going to show you a few different ways to use it, and that's part of the beauty of the class, is that I've done the research for you. Okay, so for projects today, I'm going to use a sentiment from there. We're going to use I know, Erica, if you're still watching, you're like, Tanya, and you're layering dies, girl. Layering circle dies. I can just see you cringing. I think you called this nasty before, actually. That's fine. I'll own it. I need to watch your YouTube video, Erica, about that. How to put these so they look better. Majestic mountain dies. That's what we're using. Specifically this one, and then this mountain scene. There's a stamp set that goes with that too. We're not using it today. We might use this rustic metallic dots. I didn't put these in the description because I'm not convinced I'm using them yet, but all the rest of the supplies are there in the comments. Here's our colors. Whoops. So if you're wondering, how come the ink pads are different, Tanya? Well, these are the new, these are the old. And yeah, so it's a lot of colors. I don't think you have to be married to these colors. I think you can use different colors that are similar. You'll see what I mean when we get going here. So then finally, we've got card pieces, which if you got the newsletter, it's these pieces and all the supplies are listed in the newsletter. So if you're not registered yet for the newsletter, the link is also at the top. Stampin' Up has a stamp, like a full sheet stamp that looks like this. I didn't buy it, so I was lucky enough to find in my stencils this. I think this is from a really old paper pumpkin from ages ago. And to save us some time, I've already cut circles from our layering circles die. You're gonna need 2 of those, 1 little guy, and then we've cut 3 of these. These are the mountain, this is the mountain die, this one here. So I've cut 3. Actually, I need these out. So we're gonna use those 2. All right, let's do it. I'm excited. So as I was mentioning at the beginning, I love all things nature and all things like, not flowers, but, well, I like flowers too, but trees, landscape, that kind of stuff. I'm into it. So let's go order of operations here. First things first is that we're gonna die cut this and blend it. Then we're gonna blend these pieces, just so you know what we're doing. And we're gonna build the scene. Then we're gonna take this. So in the stamp set, this ridge matches the ridge of trees. So you stamp the trees and then you can cut out the tree line and layer it onto your project. So then we're going to use this to cut out another and build. We're going to blend this as an accent piece. And then on this first layer, we're going to blend to give a bit of a soft background. It's going to be amazing. Because I have that much faith in myself that I'm going to do a good job. So let's start with cutting. I'm hoping this is gonna fit in my mini. That's what I'm hoping. Hi, Kyle. Wendy, you're back on the island, I assume, your adventure. So here's the mini. Okay. So I'm using my Post-it note because I don't want this to dance around. Now, as it relates, I kind of wish that I had done one of these cards so I could see you, but I'll do my best to describe it and then you'll see what I mean at the end of the day, end of the show. So we're going to take the die and I want the ridge line being this mountain piece. And I kind of want it as close, not way to the top, but I want it to have some technique here. But we're mindful with this exercise that we have three other layers to go, plus the trees. So as far as how far you need it up, we're just gonna go with it and we're just gonna hope that it all lines up. And if not, then you know what? I get to make another one, which is super fun. So what you need to decide is, where do you want this? Do you want the ridge line there, kind of there? You have some options. And then as we build out the other pieces, you're gonna offset. So I think I wanna go, let's just go right in the middle. And I'm gonna go about there. All right, whoops, that moved. So I am going into week 7 of my master's, and I was kind of doing a bit of an inventory on, my table's gonna shake a bit, as far as like what sort of new products I've used and what I have going on. And I wish that I had made it through more pieces, more products than I have. So that's why I'm kind of doing a bonus with this Blitz class, is that I want to get into some of the products that I haven't made. Okay, so there's, I think I've already made a mistake, but that's okay. This one, yeah, see, I wanted that to be together. Watch this. Totally gonna fix this. Good old Scotch tape. Oh, let's use the silicone mat. I think I was only supposed to go in on the die cutting machine just to trim the top and not go all the way through to grab this part, but no problem. We'll do this. It's all good. Don't worry. It's like it never even happened. This is gonna be covered up anyways, so it's cool. Okay, let's move these aside and let's get to our blending. I'm not really watching comments. Are we good? All right. Okay, Sahara Sand is going to be first. So let's do Sahara Sand. This is just what it is. We're going to build on that later. We're not blending. So Sahara Sand. Blending brushes. So I bought this blending brush holder before Stampin' Up! Came up with the blending brush storage container that they now have. But I will tell you, for my blending, I have them in kind of like color families. This is the green. It's gonna be the red or the purple. Don't worry, see? It doesn't come off. Yeah, I mean, you have to clean them, but they don't come off. I'm trying to look for one that's like the brown family. This looks new, actually. So they come in a pack of 3. And what I want to do is I want to have a light. So you're not pushing super hard. It's got a flexible head to it. And I'm picking up some ink so you can barely tell. I want this on purpose to be soft. You can't even see that. I can't even see it. Okay, where's my Post-it note? So this is gonna be an inky mess, but don't worry. So the idea here is that you want to start off of your paper and come onto your paper, blend on your paper. Because if you start right on your paper, whoops, you're probably gonna pick up a blob of ink. I just want this to be soft. So I'm not pushing very hard because I don't want to commit a lot to a lot of color. It's just supposed to give a bit of interest to the background. Ever so slightly. So this is Sahara Sand. So now let's set that aside. Now, let's talk about this background piece for a second. What's happening with this background is I want to, the background piece, like the full stamp would take up this whole thing, but I don't have that, as I said. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna improvise, because sometimes you don't have all the things in your craft room to make the project as the person who originally did it, Martin Mayhem. That's who I'm casing, if you missed that at the beginning. So I'm using some Post-it notes because when you are using these stencils, there's some in the annual, there's some in the mini. You can use them with embossing paste. You can use them with the blending brush like we're gonna do today. The goal here is you don't want them to move. That's the goal. I'm not actually convinced that this isn't gonna move, but let's just see how we go. So don't get freaked out that you're like, oh, that's not really coming, that's not really showing. It depends on what it is like the look you're going for, but it's deceptively darker than you think. You're like, okay, Tanya, well, you don't even look like you're doing anything there. I know, but work with me. You'll see what I mean in a minute. This one's a bit flimsy in the middle here, so I'm very gently doing this because I don't want it to move. And I'm not blending down here. I'm staying in the stencil piece. So when you stencil, don't commit to a lot of color. Maybe practice first, because when you take it apart, you're going to be like, oh, that's more color than I thought it was going to be. You can barely tell. I'm going to hold it up, but you can barely tell. But this is the look I'm going for. I want it to just be barely. So depending on the look you're going for, you would adjust accordingly. Okay, that's one and done. So that was a bonus that I had that stencil because it was going to be a naked background there for a moment. All right, so we've got our first 2 pieces blended. Now, let's go back to the piece here that we had that I fixed, and then these 3 pieces. So this is going to be, just get my ink pads out. 1, am I on camera? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. We're gonna do Night of Navy last. This is gonna go with this. All right, Pale Papaya. I'm gonna use the red family one. Let me just show you. This is how I clean them. I take a wet wipe and I do this. I know some of you use these and are comfortable with them. I'm interested to know, if you don't mind sharing, put in the comments how you clean your blending brushes. If it's this way or another way, I'm interested to know. Okay, so here's our ridge line. I'm gonna pick up Pale Papaya. I'm pushing a bit harder now. Start off your page. I'm just gonna hold it here because it's flimsy. Off your page, and I wanna pick up the most color on the edge of my mountain. That's like barely any at all. Let's get into it. Okay, I'm pushing. I'm actually pushing here because I want more color. Yeah, there we go. My whole table's shaking, sorry. I used to have my camera mounted on a different thing, so it didn't do that, but not today. Okay, you can see that. You can see that ridge line. Yeah, so that's good. I'm happy with that. Keep calling it a ridge line. Kate says, I rinse my blending brushes under the tap and then set them out to dry. Oh yeah, okay, that's good. Do you find the... Yeah, okay, that's good if that works. Awesome. We're done with Pale Papaya. We're moving on to Calypso Coral, and we're gonna grab one of our mountains. So this is a bit darker. This is the same brush I just used. I just wiped it off. And it's a similar color family. Let's see how this color comes about. Oh yeah. So because I am only using one little piece of it, what I mean is a piece of this ridgeline, but because they're going to be offset, I'm just doing the whole thing because I don't know where it's going to be offset. So better safe to have it all blended. So I'm not doing the whole thing because I want it to be shaded. Like I want it deeper up here, and then I want it to sort of ombre coming down. That's good. I'm gonna leave it there. Geez, we're already at 9:22. Okay. Now we're going on to Cajun Craze. There's different ways for sure. If that one works for you, Kate, then that's good. Oh yeah, we did compare our brushes. I was like, holy moly, what is happening with your brushes? But I think it's just the way you were talking about how you put them under the sink. I think because all of this had color down in the bristles, like mine is getting that as I'm using it. I was a bit panicked. I thought something had happened to your brushes. Okay, I just want to clean this a bit better because it was coming out here. I might actually use... All right, Pam, what do you do? I have a light and dark blending brushes for each color family. Oh, that's good. I clean them by rubbing them on a scrap piece of paper. No more color comes off. I found the bristles came out if I washed them or rubbed them. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't noticed that, but now I'm going to pay attention. All right, Cajun Craze. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah. So this is like it's like a rusty brown. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't ever really use Cajun Craze. I can't actually even think of a project I used it on. It's pretty though. It's like an orangey, rusty kind of a color. It's pretty. Of course it's pretty, it's Stampin' Up colors. Okay, so again, I'm picking up the most color at the tip of the ridge. And then I'm coming down a little bit because I want that ombre. This is going to be too dark. Starting off the page and then coming down. I think I'm happy with that. Okay. Last one is going to be Rich Raspberry, which is a fave of mine, by the way, because of course I love purple. So I do have a purple blending brush ready to rock and roll. Have you used the mini? No, I haven't. So these ones that I have, I got from my friend Jody. I don't know if you're watching, Jody, but thank you. I haven't used them yet. I was thinking I would use them today. Let's use them today. We'll use this one on the tree line. Okay. Ooh. Gosh, I just love. Okay, so what has inspired me? So I follow Martin's Mayhem, and I always like to. I just love to look at sunrise, sunset, like just the different colors in the sky. I just really like it. It's really pretty, it's soothing. And then I always want to make a card or make a project that has kind of similar tones, but I'm nervous to do it. And so today I thought I'm just going to do it and we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to bring this up just so you can see it. That's the ombre we're after. Okay. Now, oh, I need to cut first. Hang on. Just slow your roll there, Tanya. Okay, this now, so this is the second circle that I cut out. Okay, let me show you what we're doing. There's our one. Oh, did I have these in order? Yep. So then we're going to do, what color is this? This one's Calypso Coral. Then we're doing Cajun Craze. So see how I'm offsetting? Oh my God, I love it already. And now we're doing Rich Raspberry. Okay, who has the Mountain Air set? I might do this actually. Okay, it's gonna take me a minute. I wanna, no. I like it the way I had it. I wanna maybe add some pale papaya to that. It's not dark enough. Anybody got Mountain Air? Oh, Nancy's got Mountain Air. You use it? You love it? What do you think? I think I'm gonna, so this is the, I don't know if I said this or not, but this is the largest of the circle dies. To give you an idea. And then I want the ridge to be here. Oh, Lance is back. See where I'm going with that? Okay, I'm happy with this. Hi, Lance. So the goal here, so we're going to cut this circle, and I'm going to cut it so that at the end of the day, the whole thing is going to be cut into a circle. So I want this piece of it. So the magic, you got to just do it by your eye, is to, I think about there actually, maybe down just a smidge. Let's do a fresh Post-it. I feel like I should do tape. Okay, let's really get that locked in. Okay. Something fell. I hope I don't need it later. Okay, let's bring our cutter. Okay, let's talk about the deal. The Stampin' Up deal, the current Stampin' Up deal. There's only a couple of weeks left. Hear me out, because I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you about it. You get, I mean, really my preference is the $90 in free product. I have heard other demonstrators talk about, you know, I've been a demonstrator for over 5 years, but other demonstrators who are far more seasoned than I have been, you know, I'm talking 10, 15, 20 years. They've talked about that this is a very, very, like one of the best Stampin' Up! Deals that they have seen. So you spend $135 and you get $225 in free in product, which is $90 of free Stampin' Up! Stuff. It's kind of a big deal, I'm not gonna lie. And so then...
That sounds like a good deal.
Les, is it a good deal?
Sure sounds like it.
Are you supporting my crafting addiction with that comment?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I'm too tall here. Oh no. Yes, this way. I want this one. Sorry, see what I did there? This is this. This way. I had it upside down when I took it off the machine. That's what I want. I think I'm gonna snip this. Okay, let's blend. So we said we're gonna use blue. Okay, so while I'm blending, so for this, we're doing ombre here. I want this whole thing blended because this is gonna be the front of the card. You know what I mean? Trying to think about how, okay, let's try this. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's good. You have more control. That's interesting. Okay, that's my official review. So these, great. This, you have control, more control. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous with how I'm gonna do this. Am I the right way around? Yep. Okay, so besides the free product, why does it matter? Why is it important? Because if you use Stampin' Up! Stuff, products, then you also would then get a 20% discount on your purchases until at least June. You're like, yeah, I don't want to sell anything. Nope, you don't have to. You just sign up and get the deal and buy your own stuff to get a discount. And that's it. It's not any more complicated than that. And then after June, you have to start making what we call minimums, which is $390 a quarter, but all of your purchases from the time you sign up until June contribute to that initial minimum. So I know I'd spend $390 within, what are we in, February, March, April, May, June, in 4 months. That's $100 a month. Yep, that's a thing. And then the other part is hanging out with crafty peeps. Like tonight we have Creative Canadians. That's my team. We have a meeting tonight. We're gonna do a craft and chat. We've got a challenge that we're doing. There's prizes. And there's like a whole community of crafty people. There's Facebook groups, there's free tutorials, there's retreats, there's all kinds of stuff that happens. Okay, Pam, let's just talk about how this bristle is coming out. You might be right, friend. Erica, are you still watching? How are you cleaning your brushes? Who else is watching? I can't see everybody, but I'm interested to know. That's a good tip, Pam. I'm gonna have to pay attention to that. Thank you for sharing. That's a hot mess. So let me just get a new wet wipe. Yeah, so blending, you're gonna get messy, but that's cool. All right, you ready? We're gonna start putting this together. Oh, let's Let's stamp our sentiment. So let's put this here. Let's deal with our sentiment. Let's use this. Okay. I feel like I'm going to do this wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Do I? I want it to be very subtle. I think I'm going to do what's new actually. I want it to be subtle. So this is going to be a good neutral card. Lots of different trying to think of the color I want my sentiment to be. Lots of different occasions that you could use this for. What I'm thinking about is doing a blending style card in the February 25th class. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll see how it goes with the folks who are registered. This is just a scrap piece. I might actually do it in 2 colors just to see. I think I want blue. Right, so if you missed at the beginning, if you joined us a little bit later, then you can go back and see the projects that I showcased at the beginning. And I showed you a few of the February 25th cards. So you get 10 projects in the class. And I've decided they're going to be mostly avid. So we're doing a shaker card, a fun fold, and it's also going to be instruction on how to use the combination of stamp and dies. So why does that matter? Because I've done the homework for you. I've tested the, sorry, I'm trying to think and do this at the same time. I've tested how, the different ways to put it together to save time, energy, all the things. All right, last cut. I think I'm just gonna cut the blue. I feel like I want it to be blue. Okay, maybe I'll cut both, just in case. Just in case I'm indecisive. All right, Wendy, you clean yours first on plain paper and then the wipes. Nancy, what are you down with? You're down with the class? Is that what you're talking about? I forget what I talk about. Okay, you're also gonna get a little package of Post-it notes in the class. I'm not gonna lie, they're very helpful. Yeah, it's a pretty cool stamp set. I like the sentiments personally. Oh, Nancy says don't scrub. Don't scrub your brushes. See? Nailed it. Okay, let's cut this one out too, just because we're here. And if you want just an insider tip, don't throw away the negative space after you cut. It's useful. Actually, no. Here, I'm going to show you the tip right now. I think I can do it. So sometimes these can be tricky to line up. So put down your stamped, what you want cut. Then this is the one that we just cut, same sentiment. Excuse me. We're going to put this over the negative space. Stand by. I want more to grab. Because it's tricky sometimes on the little ones, not so much on the big ones. It's tricky to hold them down. Okay, and then you put your die and you just put it in the negative space and it nests in there. Sweet, right? You're like, ah, cool, Tanya. I know, I'm fancy. I'm being cheeky. All right. Oh, let me show you how this is coming apart. So you're for sure to cut it correctly. Okay. final stages of our crafty project. Let's bring in all of our pieces. I feel like I do want to add to that, but I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna live without it. All right, let's deal with our mountains first. All right, so we're offsetting. Wait a minute, I need my silicone mat. Silicone mat, highly recommend it because it will save you from having a gluey mess. Anything you put on this, adhesive wise, like even hot glue, it's gonna come right off. It's not even a thing. Don't even worry about it. And it saves your craft surface from getting all mucky. Now for this, I recommend your wet glue because because your levels we gotta be careful with our levels. Be careful what I mean by that is because we have a set amount of space to work within. Just want to make sure I have glue on all the pieces. Whoops. How about right there? I'm not really mushing it all down. I'm not committing. Being non-committal. And then our rich raspberry. I know what you're thinking. You're like, Tanya, that's gonna be a hot mess when you need to cut that and sort it out. I might go there. Nope, right there. So see what I mean as far as the ombre look coming down? Excuse me. And then this. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, I'm coming down. I'm bringing this down a bit because it's too much blue. Whoops, that was a lot. I just love it. If there's something that speaks to my soul with the colors. I have so many pictures on my phone that are similar to this. I mean, not this many mountains, but the different colors in the skyline. Do you guys like the skyline? It is a good trick, Pam. Just wait till you join the class. I know you're coming. There's gonna be a few different tips there, friend. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop fussing with it. I'm gonna commit. Okay, we're gonna add dimensionals. I mentioned cutting the edges of these off, but I think I'm gonna leave it. It's not bothering me. Sorry if it's bothering you and I'm not cutting it. You'll have to make your own, friend. Okay, my garbage. I was looking at my YouTube channel, geez, a couple days ago maybe, at all the different, like maybe I should put them into playlists and that kind of thing, and I came across my video to make this tabletop garbage. You just need a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. That's all you need. It's on my YouTube. Okay, this is going, actually, let's cut this first. Okay, so see how I'm stuck here? If I was on this mat, it's gonna be like, ugh, now my table, now I'm gonna have to get a fresh mat. But don't worry, because it's on here and now it's not a thing. Don't worry. It rubs right off. Okay, so this is the stressful bit. I want this to be in a circle. I mean, you could really just leave it on the card, to be honest with you. I mean, you could do it this way. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Stand by a hot minute. Shoot. Oh, the decision. See, now that doesn't look right. Shoot, that looks super cool though. I dig it, going that way. It's not what's happening today though. Okay, be very careful with this exercise. And we're cutting through 3 pieces of cardstock. I mean, you could do your snips if you want to. I'm doing it this way because it's thick. So just go slow and do it from the back, because if you do it from the front, it might be a mess. Always cut from the back. I don't actually know why they say that, but that's just what I do. I just do what I'm told. I don't need to risk it. You ready? You ready for this reveal? I'm gonna flip it and you're gonna be like, oh! It's cool, right? Thank you, Martin's Mayhem, for this sweet idea. Okay, so now we're mirroring, we're cupping this. Cupping? I don't even know why I'm saying cupping, but to me it's just... Okay, how many times can I say I love this? Tell me you love it. Easter egg idea. Like with the ombre and the blending. Oh, Nancy, cut from the back so you can see the line to cut. Oh my gosh, obviously. You're so smart. I have to just have a moment. I'm super proud of myself because I hadn't tried this before and I totally nailed it. I hope this is helpful. Oh, crud. I've got glue on my thing here. Oh, let me show you. On here, this is my silicone mat that has glue on it. So you just do this. Boom, gone. Ready to rock and roll. It's a really handy tool. This is not handy. I need my glue eraser. Shoot. That's unfortunate. Can I cover that? Ugh, I'm gonna have to break out the glue eraser. Okay, this is going here. I hope you guys love this card. Yeah. Okay, this is gluing down. Flip it over. Well, I can't, Wendy, because it's got my ever so slightly... Okay, wait a minute. I do love this card enough. One moment. I have my glue eraser. You get them at the dollar store. Or if you're friends with Pam, sometimes she's lovely and brings you treats. So use this glue eraser when it's dry. When it's dry. That's the key. Sweet. Yep. Awesome sauce. Okay, back at it. I think this is gonna be like my favorite card of my whole life. That sounds dramatic, but it's pretty cool. Yeah. So I need to make some cards for a symposium for someone at work, and they want like a landscapey kind of a theme. They're like thank you cards, and this might be the project. I mean, I would do it because I absolutely love it. I don't love making all cards because sometimes they're a bit of a pain. Like if you have to make 20 of them, right? If you have to make 20 cards, you better love what it is that you're making. All right, please help me. 1 or 2? 1 is, I think this is Cajun Craze, or 2. I think I might go 1. Okay, I'll wait for Facebook to catch up. 1 or 2? Tell me what you think. In the meantime, I'm gonna put dimensionals on this. So we're gonna pop up this panel. All right. What else do I have to tell you about? Let's see. Oh, Crafty Canadians team meeting tonight. I don't think I need these actually. So we're doing a challenge. We're making a 3D box. So Creative Canadians is my team. So that deal I was telling you about. If you want to know more about that, I don't think I put the link in there, but just message me if you're like, hey, what about that? Because later on, if you feel like you're not spending enough or it's not worth the value to continue on, then you just aren't a demonstrator. You're end dated, and then you go back to buying products as you need them through your favorite demonstrator, the Canadian Stamper. And then if it works out, then, whoops, then you'll be glad that you tried. All right, what are we saying? 2 shows up better, but I like them both. 2, this is 2. Really, you think the blue, hey? All right, let's get this down first. So I'm lining this up on my grid mat. Actually, I'm a bit concerned I used black dimensionals. It's just what I had. Might have been a mistake. But I'm gonna have to live with it for now. Yeah, it's a bit of a mistake. I'm not gonna lie. Shoot, can I take this off? Sweet. Sorry, technical difficulties here. One moment, please. Just need to fix this. I don't like that the black is coming, it's shining through. So what else do I have to tell you about? Kate's East Souk crafting is tomorrow. I think you have a pretty full class, Kate. She's gonna do, I think, a Valentine's Day 3D thing. And then February 25th. So if February 25th is of interest to you, either with this Charming Sentiments bundle or not, you have about a week left to register. If you want to come in person, I only have about 2 spots left to come and have enough room to craft in person. But if you want to do virtually, then of course you can, as many people as you wish. So the link to join the class is in the top of the comments, and there's a few different join options. All right, regular dimensionals. Let's try this again. Oh, those feel not as, these are thicker. Is that true? The black feels a bit thicker. Whatever. It's good. So I'm going to cover these up, see if that helps. All right. We're back on track. Oh, and then I have on here March 4th. So that's the next card, take your pick workshop. So it's kind of like a crop where you come and I just have all the kits ready to rock and roll for you. So if you want to sign up for that, let me know. It's first Saturday of every month. Oh, great, Tanya. I put it on the wrong, I put it on the wrong one. It's fine. It's fine. Is it fine? Oh my gosh. Honestly, Tanya, I thought this was my panel. So March 4th. So that one's in person only. Yeah. Okay. All right, now, you guys said 2. Whoops. Gosh, I just love it. Where's my minis? Okay, so be careful, because if you're going to put part of this on your scene, then don't put a dimensional all the way across, you know, because it'll be loppy. Loppy? That's not even a thing. This doesn't even make sense, Tanya. I feel like I could have maybe, it's fine, it's fine. Now, let's just deal with this and then we're done. I absolutely love this card. I hope you do too. I hope you give me a thumbs up if you like the card. I think we did good work today, folks. Good work. Getting our craft on. Blending brushes. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I have a bit of ink here. So I think that's from maybe this. And so make sure you keep your hands clean and going. Wendy loves it, Pam loves it, Kate loves it. Thanks, ladies. Awesome. I hope you try it. I should do another one that is, you know, landscape with it all going that way. Never quite know where to put these, hey? Let's go there. Okay, that's it. That's it. We did it. Here's all the things. Zoom back to the front if you need to have a look at the other projects. I'm gonna let you go. Good grief, it's almost 10 o'clock already. Sorry to keep you so long. I hope you loved it. And have an awesome weekend, guys. Thanks for checking in. I love spending time and crafting. And I hope that you'll join one of the classes so that we can craft some more. Bye for now.